Welcome back to the channel. Today on part 2 of my Rad Rover project to become a bike packing setup, let's see if I can get what's in this onto this. See how this turns out. I went to REI last night and I had a different vision of what I wanted for my handlebar rig, and the very knowledgeable person that was helping me out steered me in a much cheaper and just as efficient way. But we will see. In the last video, we talked about the toe peaks and what I'm using it for. So let's see what the vision is, and let's see if it makes it up. Let's see. Sure I get that snug. I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay. All right. I think out of this whole setup, that may have been the easy part. All right, so before I think I can really even fill up this Sea to Summit Big River dry bag, and it's a 20 liter, so it should be plenty big for what I am trying to accomplish here. Go through the contents. That is my hammock. These are my clothes. And this is all of my down stuff. I know there's a huge debate on whether you should have people trying to cut down on weight using different dry bags or different bags to separate things. Me personally, it makes things way easier when it comes down to it. I know my orange bag is my clothes bag during the day. It has pretty much, when I say my clothes bag, this has everything that I'm going to sleep in, like an extra pair of socks. Maybe a change of underwear is in here, but an extra pair of socks, everything that I'm going to sleep in. So if I get wet during the day, sweating, rain, weather, whatever the situation is, I have something dry to sleep in. And this is everything that I'm trying to keep dry. Even though these are outdoor research bags, and these are water resistant, but they're not submersible. But I wasn't really worried about falling into a stream or anything like that, so it really didn't go for anything that was submersible, plus that's heavier. This is, unless it says it's on this pack, the performance of this pack says the wrong pack. We recommend taking it. So this one is still not submersible either, but it is still a lot better than this one, I can tell you that. This is a 15 liter dry bag. This is a 20 liter. So this should fit real nice. So we're gonna start stuffing this one first. And usually how I stuff my bags are in the order in which I am using them. So usually when you get to camp and it's kind of cooler, you have your jacket there. Um, and then I would stretch out my hammock. After I stretched out my hammock, I would throw my pillow in there. Following the pillow, and I get that clipped in, I go to my underquilt. Um, the underquilt is this is a 40-degree underquilt made by Hammock Gear, well-known company by now in the hammocking world. Um, Next up is my top quilt, and the reason why it's at the bottom of it is because it's the last thing that I'm going to pull out. All right, let's start the stuffing process. Top quilt. And usually I'm just, for this sake, I'm not really putting this in the right direction I would stuff it down. There's actually some carabiners on here that have two different colors, and it lets me know which is the head end and which is the tail end. But apparently I'm stuffing it in right today. So, and when I pull this out, I would literally go from the tail end, clip it, and pull it all the way up to the head end. Okay. So that's that, and there's the pillow, followed by my paca. All right. Give it a good little shove down. A little shove down. Roll it over a couple. Fold it. Now, these straps, he advised me, were way longer than I need. So I'm going to have to pull out some scissors in the sewing kit to get it to the proper length. But until then, we're going to just get it going. So I'm gonna loop. It comes. This one has loops on it, and he kind of demoed it for me in the store. He said this is what it's gonna look like, and it's gonna be it's gonna be cheaper than what you were looking at, and you will get the same results, and you're not breaking the bank. Everyone knows that this is a expensive thing to do, and every penny that you save is great. So it's feeling pretty good. Let's get this attached. Make sure my clips are facing the right way to put the least amount of stress on the parts. Here. That is, what are you doing? So wow. Okay. Alright, so let's see. so far. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I totally feel like I cheated myself there, so I'm gonna squeeze some more air out of this because I feel I can pack it better if I do that. Okay. Let's loop it up one more time. What if I went up? If I went up and over. So say I go up and over. Will I give enough to get back up and get me back around the neck? So I'm gonna come up one more time. Across here. I'm just gonna I am going to invest in something to put the light on. So just for argument's sake right now, this is how we're going to do it, just to get a look. That's the down. Close. Now this isn't 100% the way that this is going to end up just yet. Put the other heavy item on the other side. This is a Grand Trunks hammock. I've had this since I've started hammock camping, and I really want to upgrade to a more custom one, but I blew my wad on this. Alrighty. So that's some of the important stuff. Now, question. I am going to need another stuff sack though. I have smaller stuff sacks because I have little things. Yep, won't need that. This is my pack cover. But I won't need a pack cover if I don't have a pack. I have a little light that I use inside of. Check out my backpack, what I keep in my pack review to know exactly what I have in here, but it works out. Yeah, all my little odds and ends, my toiletries and hat. I really need some more stuff sacks. Electronics and crap. My little seat. This is a Static B seat. Great review. Link in the description. so far, I think I'm gonna make it. I just need to get some more tools to organize. Be right back. Alrighty. These are some sacks that came. These little stuff sacks came with my underquilt and top quilt. So I'm gonna use these to stick the stuff in. So I got gloves in this one. Alright, so I have to figure out a way to really organize all of this little itty bitty stuff. Is this like this neck buff? Usually what I was going to keep up here is a little bit of my camera equipment. Oh, I'll tell you what's going to go up there. The GPS tracking. Close this up so I don't dump everything all over the place. This is my tarp. I will throw this on the same side with, I'll put this on the same side with my hammock. It's super light, so it'll work well there. I'm just gonna set that up. Okay. My little rain gear. Something that I can grab that really quick and toss that on. A piece of tie back. I'll stick that on the side with the hammock. Good and thin. That's catching all of that's the catch-all side I see. I have stakes and all of that, and my bear line. I'll keep bear line here, and I will put my stakes in here as well. Filtering system. I'll keep up top. Filter up top, and I've been using the Sawyer squeeze since forever, and I don't really feel that there's a need to change it. You know, I'm going to keep my seat pad up here and my toiletries. So this is my hygiene bag, little soap to scrub the bubbles, and mouthwash, and a little toothbrush. So I got my hat, gloves, and a scarf in here. And the only thing that I'm missing right up to this point is actually physical water and food. Usually I keep I got the 2 water bottles. Usually when I'm riding this way, I have 2 water bottles that I have in here. So I have to get a better hydration system, and I will figure out this whole GPS thing as needed when needed. Overall, missing a few things. Just get away from that so it won't shake. Feels pretty good. Definitely feel the extra weight. Let's see, feel feels like this side may be feeling a little heavier than this side. So definitely with the clothes, on the clothes side, I'm gonna put the food. I don't really know. It feels like it's heavier one side than the other, but I'm not really sure. I guess I would have to weigh out, put these things on a scale to really weigh it out and get a good balance. Um, Usually people will want to stick as much as you can into a frame pack in here, but as you can see, there's no room for a frame pack. Only my patch kit and tools to work on a bike. Other than that, that's everything. That is everything. Surprisingly. Hmm. Yeah, I got the seat back. Seat's still a little low. I thought I raised this thing up. But it is these shoes as well. Flip onto the flat side. I guess. Yep. Alright. I guess I would really have to ride this to see how painful it is, but as you can see, I have all of my down stuff that I want to keep super dry, and I have my clothes, food, and sleep system, shelter on the other side. Also, things that I ride with, things that I'm debating. I may get a hydration pack just to sit on my back. Not 100% sure about that. And things that are missing off of me right now is my front carrier, which I keep all my camera equipment in. My chest rig, which I keep all of my camera equipment in. That's really the only things that I'm missing here. Oh man. All right. Well, I guess the next thing to do is take this thing out on the road and see how I really like how it performs, and make sure everything feels as balanced as it can, to see if I need to make any adjustments to the pack, either on the front or on the back, and make sure that this isn't like, doing anything weird to where it can knock me off balance. Thanks for joining me today. Like, subscribe, and don't forget, on the Black Diamond Storm video, I'm still running the giveaway. You have a couple more days on that. Link is in the description, maybe in the card. So take a look at that, and follow along. Good luck. Thank you.